Hi guys, Rich Pacine from rjpacine.com. I'm coming to you today to just talk to you. I think I might have brought this up once before about the other alternative to eBay selling, Bonanza. I guess you could say the reason why I'm bringing this out is they're like throwing pretty much heavy ads out there, even on YouTube. Every time I go to my YouTube channel, I always see Bonanza on there. If I go to another website, I'm always seeing Bonanza out there, always saying the best alternative 5 years in a row, I believe it was. And Bonanza is nice. It's not a bad site. I mean, I made sales off it. And what I like about it is that you could import eBay onto their website, and you could import Amazon if you have Amazon listings on their website. It's not a bad platform. From what I understand, if you want to get more exposure, you got to belong to one of their programs, whatever. You sign up for one of these things. And I'm just going to split screen here. I'm just going to show you really quick what they talk about here. Like this is my website thing, but here you can see it says recommended over eBay 5 years in a row. I mean, I'm seeing this plastered all over the place. I mean, they're really doing a lot of advertising. And it is, I guess it is, I can say it over here, Bonanza, the best alternative we've seen, e-commerce guide. It has testimonials, it has getting started, press awards. As you can see over here in the press awards, these are the people that recommended it. In 2016 Time magazine, I guess, 50 best websites, and they're one for 2014. Best in the Biz Awards, CNN gave it, award, whatever. Best market overall, e-commerce bites. That's the one I was telling you about. That was that e-commerce. That's that one if you get into a website. I mentioned that a couple times in my videos. Business Week. Here's about.com, collectibles, Mashable, and here's e-commerce bites again. Okay, best ease of use. So they did it twice. Then you got their testimonials. Here's people, beloved Bonanza sellers. They tell a little about it, about themselves, I guess. Like, this is over here. This guy over here did Lovebirds. Selling on Bonanza has been one of the most stress-free experiences we had. We have enjoyed great customer service. Now, with the customer service, it's all done by email. Okay, I had a couple times I had to contact them by email, and they do get back to you. They do get back to you, when a timely manner. They're not bad. Like I said, and it doesn't take long to become a top-rated seller. So if you're not a top-rated seller on eBay, you can sure as heck be one on Bonanza. Here's one I'm a member since 2013. I love selling Bonanza because they make selling so easy and simple. You do not get charged for listing until your item sells. I'll be honest with you. eBay can learn from a company like this here. If they, instead of charging every time an item doesn't sell, you got to relist it. This is how I think eBay makes a lot of their money, to be honest with you. Every time an item doesn't sell, you got to keep relisting 30 cents, 30 cents. I couldn't believe how I racked up high listing fees from eBay because of items that have to keep relisting them over and over and over again. And then I love when they said with eBay, when you get that, it says your invoice is ready, and you press it and you hit that button to download it, and you look, it's like you want to jump out of your chair. I got a big bill coming up this month. Well, probably next week they'll probably be taking it out, and a lot of it's all listing fees. A good majority of it's a lot of listing fees, outside of the final value fees. But it's crazy. But I like this part. But here's the top features here. It says, how does Bonanza compare to eBay? And you notice they specify eBay, not Amazon, of course. All right. You got more control, take charge of your sales, reach millions of buyers on Google Shopping, and market direct to your own customers. Free listings, that's right. Listing your items on Bonanza is free. Listings never expire, and you pay nothing until they sell. That feature I love right there, okay? Lower fees, tired of high costs. Our final value fees start at 3.5%. That's a third about what you'd pay at eBay. Easy importing, which is true. I could show you how that's done. I will show you how it's done. Less busy work. All right. We sweat the small stuff. All right. So you don't have to. All right. That says our suite is it for easy for you to use. Tools helps you run your business better. Friendly support. Like I said again, it's all done through email. There's no phone calls. You can't call them up. Then they have over here. Here's the parts I'm talking about when you have to do importing. You can import from eBay, Amazon, and Etsy. That's another one too. And now they have Shopify. I don't think they had this one once before. This is another. This is one they think they've recently added, I believe. Okay. So what else they got here? Getting started, you know, is pretty easy. You know, they tell you how to get started. You know, it's pretty cut and dry. You click over here, learn about how Bonanza works, and they tell you about how it works, how they do their business. They're showing you selling fees. Of course, Amazon is enough to choke a horse. eBay's now is 10%. Okay, it used to be 20% for the what do you call it there? The final fees. Now it's going down to 10. And here's Bonanza with Google Shopping. Now the thing is, they do have programs here where if you want to go into one of their services, you will pay a monthly fee. I didn't go that route. Okay, I didn't want to go that route yet. I don't. There are people that do view, and you do see people watching your items. It's just that Bonanza's got kind of a long way to go, but they're doing a lot of advertising. I mean, I see it on Facebook, my Facebook page. You know, Best Alternative to eBay, Bonanza. You're looking at YouTube. I don't know if you guys are noticing that, but they're doing a lot of advertising. They're really kicking that word out there, and I think they do take a percentage of business away from eBay and Amazon because of the high fees and so on and so forth. I think a lot of people like the services. Now, over here, this is what the format looks like. And you know what I like about this here? Excuse me. Over here, I could put _.com. Like I could say here, meet RGPC at _.com. eBay sees that little, the comma at the end. You're in violation. So at least this place here, at least they let you do that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, nobody ever said anything to me. I mean, it's been going on now for quite some time since I've been on here. Nobody said anything. Oh, you're not allowed to use the com in your username. This is the format. Okay, 187. Now, over here, when it says last eBay import found 480 results, I don't have 480. I think what it does is you set this up to leave the items on there or to take them out as this item sell on eBay. It's like a cross-selling platform. You could buy directly from here. Okay. Now people are saying, what happens when you sell it on Bonanza? What happens with the eBay listing? Well, what I do is when that happens, let's say I'm going to sell this Samsung's Galaxy Clear Gear watch here. Okay, you click it on. All right. My system's really slow today. So it'll show you this is on their site. This is how it looks. It's not bad. It's basically the same thing like eBay. Over here you can see here, top rated seller. However, I did email them about the 99% positive rating. And you can change it, but you know what? It says, I tried doing that there. It should be 100%. That's the only little flaw I see. And that doesn't update to 100%. They had a reason for it, but I forgot what it was. You can see it does get views. Here's 287 recently. So it does get views. Okay? It does get views. So it's not like it's like a dead thing altogether. It does, you do get it. You set it the same way you would as eBay. Your returns accepted. You put all your little what you want in there, your options, shipping options, payment options. I use PayPal. This is what it would cost, $10 first class, 2-3 business days. You set all this stuff up. Return policy, full 30 days, catalog, the Samsung, okay, 2010. And it goes on like that there. And you could add it to the cart, you could add it to your wish list, you could ask a seller. They have, what I like about this here is when you go to the other, I'll show you the other screen. They do have the same thing. See my other items, just like eBay. Okay. I don't know, however, if this moves a lot or if it's just a couple that they put there, but they have this here. See my other items. And then it goes over here. No combined ship. Now, I do offer combined shipments, but I guess that's a little thing that you might want to add in there. Like, when you're importing from them, it does import pretty much everything, but certain things you might have to go in, just articulate a little and trip it up a little, make it where it's going to be in comparison with the eBay, how you set your eBay format up. Then they have over here more items on RGPC's boot. Okay. and again, if you click it on, same thing, but you can buy off here. So what I would do, it says purchase protection. I got the same thing here too. Okay. People, if you want to follow it, you want to share it, you could do that just like you would on any other selling platform. When you go over here to view your booth, which is nice, they have a thing here where what I like is here it says real-time chat, seller is online. So I'm not saying you're going to dwell on this website, you're going to stay on it all day, because if you're selling on eBay, you're going to go back and forth. I do open up Bonanza and I do keep it there. What I like to see, if anybody has any messages, it lets them know the potential buyers out there that hey, the seller's online. Okay. How is the service as far as that? It's not bad. I don't have their paid plan where you get more exposure, because people are saying the way to get more exposure, boost your sales up on Bonanza, is to get into one of those paid plans, monthly plans. I don't want to spend additional money just yet. I have been making sales, but not as great as eBay would, But I'm just kicking this out to you guys. I know I probably did something once before. I think I had one of my videos where it says Bonanza, comparing Bonanza with eBay. But this one here, I thought, I'm just focusing right now on Bonanza. It's not a bad hosting site, to sell. Some people say, well, I think it stinks, or I tried it, it's not working for me, and that's okay. But you know what? What my suggestion is, folks, I would sign up. It's for free, right? Even for the little minimal sales you get, I still think it's worth having the cross-platform, because I look at it this way: you don't sell on one platform, such as eBay, you'll sell it over here, and that's true, and it worked for me. There were things I didn't think were going to sell on Bonanza, and they did. The thing I think I had was a snow globe. And I think you guys might remember it, maybe yes, maybe no. And I think I had it listed for 120 or 130, whatever it was. I know it was up there. It was in that price range. And on eBay, people looking watches, no buys. And what happens is when you sign up, you'll get your email. You'll get Bonanza email. It says, "Congratulations, you made a sale on Bonanza." I sold that snow globe on Bonanza, wasn't off of eBay. So what I'm trying to say is, it's like a reassurance. In other words, well, one don't have it, one it doesn't sell on one platform, it'll sell on another. I made I made a small amount of sales on Bonanza, but then again, I don't have that monthly plan, where you get more exposure. You have to look into it. But it's not bad to have it. I mean, look, it's not costing you anything to have it. They don't charge you unless you sell. Okay, and yeah, I did have to pay. I think the most I paid so far since I've been on this was only $10, versus eBay where it's hundreds. Okay, like I said, that's just like they say. You pay when the item sells on the list, unless eventually this will change. Sometimes all good things, don't last forever. So I mean, if this gets to a point where it eventually works its way up, they may start charging for that. But it's something you might want to look into. And as far as the processing, like if you did, when you're importing from eBay, it's not a big thing. I mean, like, don't think, oh, I got to type all this. They make it pretty cut and dry. What you do is, when you want to import, you go to your seller account here. And you see over here, you go to your seller dashboard. You go import for Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Now they must have added Shopify, because I don't remember seeing it. It was only just these three, and the one at the bottom here, import from your inventory. What you do is you click on here. It says your import. Now, this does your import automatically, from what I understand. That's what I was told. Created at March 11th at 2:02 a.m. So it'll tell you 217 unique listings were found, 2 unique listings were imported, and so on. Now, I'm going to cancel out the sync. Okay, I'm going to cancel out. Okay, and you're probably wondering why you're going to cancel it, because I want to show you the process of how it's done. So what you want to do is, you can make your changes here, your import settings. Now, I have over here only remove the items that were sold or ended. Then you could have remove all items that were removed from eBay. You set that up. Here, you could set your discount price at 4%. I left that for, to boost traffic. These are like the little things to tell you. Import without buy it now price, auctions without buy it now price, and so on. You'd set this up, and then you would start your eBay import. These numbers will change. Okay, I guess this is a total talliation of what you had all together. Okay, but they say it stays in the sometimes you might have to go into here to edit your boot and go in there to delete an item if it doesn't pick up here. Now you might say, well, if it's picking up and you're setting these perimeters up here, shouldn't it remove it? Yeah, it should. But sometimes, you know, there might be a little glitch with that particular thing. You might have to go in there and, you know, do it manually in some cases. So anyway, what you do is you go over here, you would click start your eBay import. Okay, and you would update your boot. Okay, so when you update it, but I want to show you about the part where you actually import, how it actually works, how you do it. So I'm just going to go over here for a second. I'm going to go back here again. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this here because I want to show you how it's done. Okay, sync with eBay. Okay. Now let me see if this is going to work the way I plan it is. Let me see here. Remove, import. Okay, so it seems like it's doing it right now. All right, I guess I can't do it just yet. What I wanted to do is show you how it's done. All right, so right now it's doing it's inputs in progress, of course. It's not bad. When you go in there, when you click it on to import, it's going to ask for your user ID, eBay user ID, and your password. You would type it in. You acknowledge the token of information there, and then the import process will start taking place. It usually takes a little time. As you can see, it says over here, created at March 12th at 7:59. The timestamp is off because we're in daylight savings time now, so this here will eventually update. But you would do is you go in there after you click the import, and then you read the instructions, and it'll take you to where you got to go. They have other things here too. I mean, you know, with the account, but with the booth settings, or here or edit items, it's pretty cut and dry how to do this here. What you would do is, if there's an item that you don't want now, for example, this item sold. See this here? This little guy right here. Oh, I keep clicking over here. The little Despicable Me Minion car. That's sold. Okay, and they say, well, if it's so efficient, how come it didn't come off? It's probably the way I set it up, or maybe they didn't update their system. You would go over here. Okay, it says edit, delete, and duplicate. You would just click on that. And it gives you a prompt. You want to delete it. Click OK. All right. Okay, now that's gone. If there's certain things that don't sell, majority of stuff that's here is they're pretty right on the money. Okay, these things are still listed there, and you click your page and you will go through it. I'm not saying if you have thousands, you're going to go through all 1,000 of them. If, however, you are experiencing something with their website where something's going on, you can email them and they will look into it. Okay, if you want to add a new item, again, you know, you could just click over here. If you want to add a new item on here, you know, on just this site alone, then you would go through the whole thing and you type it in and so on and so forth. Sell items fast with more images, you know, and it's basically the same format like eBay, a little different. Okay, but you would set it up over your detailed description. You put the category, you know, they're getting there. It's not bad, you know. Provide helpful, you know, details about your item. It tells you, you know, item details entered. You earn 10%, whatever, you know, gold, whatever, gold descriptions, 10%. Then you add your information here. You do your free shipping if you're going to offer free shipping, flat rate. You put your other, you know, if you're going to do international, your list price, your instant. They have an instant offer price instead of, you know, whatever. That's how they have this set up. And then you go on and so forth. And it says you can add this item to your booth. If it's a duplicate, like that. Again, you got to remember one thing, folks. It's not like eBay in the sense that they got the mega exposure. But like I said again, I'm telling you, as one of the top-rated sellers on eBay, and as you can see, a top-rated seller over here as well, I have got sales from here. Now you might say, well, what do you sell? I can't remember. I don't know. Since I started with this here, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, whatever. You might say, well, that's really nothing to talk about. But that's 5 or 10 sales that I made off of them so far since I've been with them. Now, I don't know if you can tell me when did I start with them. I don't remember that. It might have been sometime this year or last year. I don't know. But, you know, you got to understand something. It's not an eBay platform, but they're advertising a lot. I don't know if you guys experience it, if you haven't experienced it. I'm seeing it every time I go to my YouTube channel. It's always on there, my Facebook, and people may say, well, that's because you're a member of them. They're going to keep advertising, but they're pumping it out there. They're putting it out there. I'm seeing it on other sites as well. Google sites. They're there. They're advertising it. So I'm not making a testimonial about the company or giving a segue to them. I'm just trying to say that it's a good alternative to selling on eBay. I was wondering one time myself. I was looking at some things, and I clicked on something just to see what people are out there selling. And there are people out there that have. I'm going to click on men's fashions here, but there are people out there that do have thousands of listings on this. I don't know if they're true Bonanza diehards, but there are people out there that have thousands of listings on these things. And I can't offhand remember which site it was, but I looked at them. I said to myself, do people really get that much into selling on these things? And apparently people do. They have, they do sell on these things on this website here, and they do. Some have, like I said, thousands of listings, hundreds, thousands, whatever. And they must be doing something right. Now here's a person here. This one here. This must be their store. Now, if you're going to pay for the store, no doubt, you're going to pay for it. But you can see these people. This is not that nice little layout they got here. Okay. It's something to think about, folks. That's all I'm saying. It's something to think about. I'm not getting any discounts. I'm not getting any benefits by throwing a segue out there, or for Bonanza. I'm not getting nothing for it. I'm just sharing it with you guys. If you're like me, you get a little disgusted with the fees that eBay charges like that. And like I said, if you go with their paid service to get more exposure, they'll tell you got to look into it. It might be worth it. Whatever it is. I don't know if the cheapest one is $8 or $9 a month, but I don't know if you get more exposure. Somehow they work it out that way where you get more exposure with it. I just got the basic free service. Me, like I said, if people know me, I'm Mr. Frugality. I like to try to get things free, and sometimes free is not always the best way to go, because sometimes it takes money to make money. So I mean, if that is the case where I want to make more money on selling platforms, I really should break open a piggy bank and so to speak, and look into this here. But right now, for me, I'm doing a cross selling with them, and it's okay with me. I can't complain. I'm right now. That's the way it is. Now here's one here, for example. This person did 447 Bonanza transactions. Okay, and you get this little star here, this little badge here, whatever. They do give you little badges if you've been in there, how long you've been, whatever. And here it says we save 20% on orders, and over $25 from the seller. So they're on. They have collectibles. Okay, now you can see that person sold 447. Yeah, look over here. Look how many. Now here's the people that listing on here. Look how much they have. It's not going to be like eBay, but look, advertising, 242,000. Animation arts, 139,000. So there are people out there selling this stuff, and they are making money. They're doing something right here. So let's say I like to sell Disney stuff. So here they got this store here, whatever. County results. Okay, here's for you. Look how many items. 43,000 items listed. Okay, I'm just gonna click this on for the heck of it. Oh, I'll try this one here. You can watch. And they tell you the same thing, top rated seller. Okay. All right, this person only did 74, he's got 74 Bonanza, he did 74 Bonanza transactions. Okay. Well, they sold 74 things on it. That's what I'm saying. At least they're getting, sales. All right, they had 15 recent views on this. See, I don't know when this was listed. Okay. But there are people out there that really they're diehard Bonanza fans. It's funny, but it's true. Here's 40,000 listens for holiday and seasonal decor. And again, this is what you got here. But look, I'm not going to keep talking about it. I'm just throwing it out there to you guys, okay? Like I said, it'll work in conjunction with your eBay sales. If you don't, like I said, try it for yourself. It's free. You set it up, try it out. If nothing sells on eBay, hopefully Bonanza picks it up. That's what happened with me. I sold, like I said, it's probably 10, maybe 10, a total of 10 items I'd sold for since I've been on here. And, it just goes to show you that these people that are buying off of Bonanza are not necessarily eBay buyers, if you get my drift. You see what I'm saying? So in other words, you know, these people that are on Bonanza, they're strictly probably Bonanza fans, so to speak. You know, this is where they exclusively shop. I'm just saying that's how I'm looking at it. So you might want to try checking into Bonanza. And like I said, you know, as time goes on, this company is going to keep growing and growing. Will it become big as eBay or Amazon? I don't know. I can't say. I wish them all the best. It'd be nice to have an alternative to Amazon and eBay, okay? Because like I said, Amazon with their fees, forget about it. They choke a horse with their fees, let alone eBay. But if this company here, like they state, you could list until the item sells, and that's the only time you get charged, and that is true. You know, that's true. I could attest to that. But why don't you give them a shot? It doesn't hurt, you know. And like I said, this is how you would contact them. If you have to contact them, you can contact them through. They got a website as well, okay. And they're contacting you with, you know, you could also buy from because they got the shopping cart up there, and you know, it's not bad. It's really nice. It's really good. I think you should check it out. I know I might get some opposition from the people out there. Might say, well, I've been selling on Bonanza, and to me, it's not worth having. I'm not going to really go into it. That's okay. You don't have to. But for me, it's for free. And if I get a sale here and there from Bonanza, that's a sale for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not worried about it. So it's up to you guys if you want to check it out. You go to their website, bonanza.com, and you can see it for yourself. It's pretty cut and dry on how to set it up. You know, I think you know, it's a good selling platform in lieu of it. So you want to check it out, that's fine. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I'm sorry for the chitter chatter. I just want to share it with you guys. The reason why I'm making this video about Bonanza is because lately I've been seeing so many ads flooding best alternative to eBay, best alternative to eBay, all I'm seeing is the same thing over and over again. And I figured, you know what? Let me throw it out there. Maybe you guys are familiar with it. Maybe you're not. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you heard bad reviews about it. I don't know. All I'm saying for myself, again, as a top-rated seller on eBay, it does. You can sell stuff. Okay, you can sell. You might have better luck than I might, but again, it's a nice alternative. Like they said, it is a nice alternative to eBay. Check it out. All right. Anyway, take care, guys. Sorry for, like I said, and sorry for all the chatter. If you like this video and you want to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like what I do with the videos, give it a thumbs up. If not, that's fine. Like I said, I do this here. I like to share the information with you guys out there in eBay land. Well, eBay land, not really eBay land, but out there in YouTube world, you know. So just give you a little insight about this selling platform. It's not bad, but you might want to check it out. But thanks again, guys. Have a great day and happy selling. Bye now.